Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to New Guinea. Today, I'm going to fly this Tecnam P2006T MKII, and the flight's going to take me about 23 minutes northeast. There's an island. I got to check the name of it. I don't quite remember, but we'll look at it on the Garmin and things like that, because this little Tecnam is well equipped, so we're gonna have some good maps to look at there. All right, let me go ahead now and get ready to fly. Oh, let me show you what we got here. Okay, this flight is no joke. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, all right, let's take a look here. I'm actually a bit overweight here on takeoff. Okay, and so that's quite a lot, all right? And I did have my fuel at 100, so I'm not sure what happened. Well, let's fix this. We need more fuel, okay? So we're gonna go at least, well, you know what? This will be just fine. This will put me right under. Originally, I was planning to fly this aircraft from here all the way to Brisbane, and it was pushing the range even with max fuel. That's why I had it at 100. But this is a lot closer, so 60%, that'll be just fine for this trip. Okay? Just fine, and that'll put me under the takeoff weight, because I was about to say, I'm over the max takeoff weight limit, so I wasn't sure how that was going to go, because I've never done it before. Okay, but, I mean, in real life, it's been done, and it's not turned out good on takeoff. So at least now, I can rest assured that I'll probably get in the air just fine. All right, so, let me show you now what we got here, all right? Not real time, but live weather. I have it set at about 6:05 a.m., so it's an early morning flight. So that way we can get some good views of the sun rising as we fly out east, somewhat northeast over the water. It should be a nice sight. And look at the mountains here. So I think this is going to be pretty scenic, all right? So now, let's do some stuff here, okay? Just to keep the video at a manageable time limit, I'm just going to go right through the pre-check, okay? Let's just prepare it for departure, okay? All right, and we will do that. Let's get our battery on. LH, RH, fields on, avionics. I know I've said this before when I flew this Tecnam plane, but I love this plane. It's one of my favorite planes in the game to fly. Alright, let's put a little bit of lighting on over here too, just for the cabin mostly. Alright, and fuel. Let's put the fuel on cross feed. Alright, we go cross feed. Alright, let's get the fuel pump switches going, and let's put these ignition switches on. Alright, so the fuel valves are open, and let's set our altitude. Okay, let's see, let's do that now. Let's put that at about how about maybe 5,000 or 6,000 feet for this flight? No, let's go 7. Let's go 7. Okay, so that'll work. And vertical speed, put that up to about 600, 700, 800, maybe 800. Let's check our altimeter, and let's go ahead through this stuff and get this cut off, because we want to do this on our own. Okay, this is going to be just traffic here. So an ATIS, I would have to tune into a bigger airport. Yeah, I no longer need the flashlight. I just kind of put that on just to see at the top when I was turning my fuel valves on and things like that. Takeoff trim, we want to go to about right there on that. Okay, now, wait, engine choke off. All right, everything else is looking good. Now let's check our lights here. Landing lights, taxi. We're gonna put everything on because it's still a little darker. Okay. All right, here you go. Alright, so you're going to see I'm going to fly out to this island right here. The airport is VIV. I'm trying to remember which is kind of strange because usually it's 4 letters. It looks so strange, but I believe that's just, I mean, that's what it's indicating, and that's what it is. All right, let me see if my tablet says anything different over here. Let's zoom out. All right, let's take a look, and no, it doesn't. It says VIV. All right, so VIV it is. Okay, so let me go here a little bit closer. All right, now looking good. How about we get a start now? Okay, you know, I could, if I really wanted to, I could kind of like check some of the airports around this area and pick up an ATIS. You know, it would be nice to at least know the wind speeds, but I think we'll be fine. Oh, flaps. Let's set the flaps for takeoff, which will be 50% on this aircraft. All right, we are ready to go. We are loaded down. Everybody's on, and quite a bit of fuel. All right, so let's get the left. First of all, let's let him know we need to clear the prop. He's walking over there too. Clear prop. Start left engine. You know what? I don't think I'm going to get a start. I'm going to tell you why. Because you do want to put your throttles up. Open up throttles a little bit. All right, now let's go ahead. Did I get a start? Oh yeah, you know what? I just realized I still had my volume off. And I'm going to tell you why I did that. Because one time when I showed the starting screen like that, the flight sim screen, it actually picked up a copyright or something. But it said it was okay to use it, but I still didn't like it saying that, so I don't know. All right, yeah, so we got to start on that engine. Now the wind is actually blowing because you can see the right engine. I didn't turn that up, okay? So, yeah, that engine, that prop is spinning. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that started. And you can hear it coming alive. I knew something was strange. Okay? Alright, so we got a good start on both engines. Alright, and my question now is, where is the runway for this airport? It's a grass field. I think it's over here. Let's take a look, okay? Because I have no idea where this is actually at out here. So let me take a look. Let's go up a little bit. Oh. Okay, is that it right here? It's kind of showing the end. I believe it's right here, like this. Or just the other direction. Yeah, this is the runway, okay? Right here. Man, it don't look like much room to take off, huh? But you can kind of notice, I mean, you can see it right here. It looks like the runway, but it looks kind of strange, too. Alright, I'll tell you what we're going to do, just to make sure. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at this. See, sometimes this VFR map will kind of show a little bit. But right now it's not, because this is just a grass field. So let's do this. Let's go back to cockpit view and let me zoom in just a bit right here, because I don't want it to drag on too long. I want to get the flight going. Alright, let me see. Man, I don't really know where this runway is, folks. I'm thinking that line that you saw right there, I do believe that is it. I do think that is it. I mean, I can't go this way. You got the fuel box here. You know, so I guess it's not too big of a deal. I mean, but you know, there's some long grass here, so obviously you're gonna want to take off right there. So let's go ahead and let's get the taxi, and we're gonna go ahead and do this. All right. Parking brake is off. get on over here. Got a C510 right there on the right, huh? And this little plane's wanting to move already. It's like, get me in the air. Get me in the air. Put a lot of. So obviously it's either down here or over there, but this I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is the runway. They should hold short mark. Okay, so let's go. Let's go flying. It seems like it's taken us quite a while to get to the speed I would like to get to. I'm not liking that, you know, but I'm gonna have to try to deal with this. All right, let's get up. Let's get up. There we go. Not gonna lie, that takeoff was a bit uneasy. Look what we got coming up here, these mountains and stuff. So let's try to get this plane. I just have to fly this plane. I know you wouldn't want to see some exterior views, but man, I'm having trouble right now gaining speed. And like I said, I was really, you know, pretty heavy right there doing takeoff. Let's see what we got here. Let's just keep doing this turn. I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah, let me see. Let's just keep turning out this way. We're gonna keep on doing this turn, just like this. You know, we're not going over 2 in this direction, so we won't be up in those mountains anytime soon. And hey, there you go. This is what I was hoping to see. A nice, good sunrise over the water, and that is what we're going to be seeing. So how you like that? All right, let me just get turned a little more. I'm about to drop the autopilot on. Let me get it stabilized here. Okay, I didn't notice. I didn't move it right there, man. It's just, you know, got some wind and turbulence up here. I got to get these fuel pumps off too. They no longer need to be on. Okay. All right, let's just try to get the plane leveled out a little bit here. Retract those flaps. Might have wanted to keep it at 1.5. Let's just get a little speed here. We got some more speed, so now I'm feeling a little bit better. All right, so let me go ahead now, and I'm gonna engage the autopilot. Okay, where was that AP button at? I'm looking hard. Oh, that's right. Okay, autopilot master, right here. All right, let's do heading. We'll do our nav on right now. I might have to do heading first. Let's adjust the heading. Let's turn that nav off and do heading first, okay? And let's do vertical speed. Get this going up. 700 is good. I'm not going to try to force it to do any more than that, all right? I usually put my pitot heat on, but I didn't do it that time, but it is on now. Okay. I'm trying to get things situated, you know? So how you like this sunrise over this water? Isn't this pretty over water? Check this out. That's what it's all about right there. That's the kind of stuff that I like. You know, that's what I like. Whether it's real or whether it's in Flight Simulator. You know, I used to like all of that stuff when I was sailing and kayaking and doing that, which I'm hoping to start doing some of that stuff again. If I do, I will put videos on the channel. All right, this is great. Okay, so we're now at 3,400 feet. We're doing, the speed is okay. It's not, I do need to change my heading though. Of course here. I'm gonna get lined up a little bit, then I'm gonna hit nav, and we will take off the heading, which I'm free to do that right now. So let's level off and set this here. Okay, here you go. It's not blinking. Man, I heard something cut out. So that's not a sound you want to hear too often. It's kind of just trying to correct itself a little bit here and get lined up better. And it should do that. let's drop this down to 600. I want to make sure I maintain that speed, but you know what? I might have to get higher. I mean, I don't know if 7,000 is going to be enough to clear these mountains here. I mean, am I going to be flying up? It doesn't show any right in front of me. So what is that I'm looking at? Oh, that's off in the distance. That's a little ways. That might be where my destination is. Oh no, it's not. Okay, so what I'm seeing is off of this peninsula right here. So I'm going to be needing. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. This is that peninsula. So things look so much closer in here. Yeah, that is actually my destination. Now, if I don't, let me look at, see how I'm going to set my approach up here, because it's not going to take us too long to get here like I originally thought. All right, let's see, I need to, I want to turn the pointer on, pan this map a little bit over here. All right. So yeah, what I could do is, I could turn my heading out this way, or I could, you know, or I could just increase my altitude. Either way, that's two ways I could do it. I could turn out to, and in this direction here, which will be kind of like to the north. I could turn out more, or I could turn to the east. So I could do north and come out this way and get to the runway this way or this way. So either way would work. I'm thinking we might get some better scenery out this way, or I could go right over the mountain. If I go right over the mountain, as soon as I get over, I'm going to have to descend into the airfield. So I'm going to have to climb higher. Not quite sure how I should do this, right? Jokes on, keep it real, you know. So I think what I'm gonna do is do a turn over to the east about 60 degrees and just come right along the side of the mountain here and come into land in on that in that direction. I'm going to take a look at the approach and everything as I get closer, and we'll see how I'm going to do that. And you know what? It's not the longest flight. I might just go ahead and stay on. But let's see. Estimated time en route. It looks like 23 minutes. So it will be 23 minutes from this point on. So which will make this video roughly about 30 minutes. So a little bit longer than what I wanted it to be, but it might be some good sights here, you know, some better sights. I'll tell you what, I do think I will go ahead and cut out right about here, and as we get closer to this island, I'm going to come back and I'll show you how I'm going to start my turn. I'm going to take a look at, we'll first take a look at the approaches, and I'll start my turn out this way, come in, you know. This airplane is fairly easy to fly and land. It's not hard at all, you know, so approaches should be no trouble. It'll be a good flight. And so, okay, yeah, I will cut out right here and come back as I get closer. Okay, so I am about 8 minutes away from the destination airport, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn. Sorry about that sound you hear, and if you are hearing it, that chair squeaks and needs to be replaced, but I haven't done so yet because, you know, I got cats that might actually tear up the new chair. So I'm gonna hold on to what I got for a little longer, all right? So anyway, let me go ahead and make this turn out. I decided to do this turn to the east. So I'm going to go ahead now and follow a heading of 90 degrees. Or not even 90. I might just go right about here. Yeah, we don't need to go all the way to 90. So let's just turn out this way. All right. Okay, so I'm going to probably be starting this sentence as well. And I don't think I'm going to even have to set up an approach, because all I have to do is just come out this way, turn on in. I should get a visual of the runway, but let's take a look. All right. Visual 13. Let's see, 13. Let's see the other one. 31 or 13. Yeah, so 31 must be on that end, on the east end. All right, so let's take a look. Vectors, I guess that's fine. And let me go ahead now. I'm going to select load. Select load. All right, so you can see right here, it's not going to be no trouble at all to come on in here. None at all. All I'm going to have to do is just come right out this way, turn on in, and that'll be runway 31, and just do the landing. And yeah, this is getting some nice sunrise visuals. So they got a little bit of beach down here too. I did request flight following, so we got that going there. But yeah, I've kind of been looking at grabbing a new desk chair, and I kind of need to stick with cloth because, you know, they'll kind of tear up this chair, you know, so before I dish out 300 or more bucks on a chair, I just kind of want to make sure that, you know, I'm going to have to keep it maybe covered or something so they don't tear it up. And it's not like I can keep them out of the room because they always want to be in the room. They always want to be by me, so that's just how it is. And I don't mind. And let me show you, I also want to mention, I did pull up this area. I pulled it up really quick before I started this flight, but I did pull up this area a few minutes ago while I was, you know, at a cruising altitude here at 7,000 feet. And I looked at some of the names of the places, and check this out. I got it pulled up right now, all right? This is called Goodenough Island. That's what it's called. And now, on Google, it was saying this mountain, Mount Venuo, 2,536 meters. That's really high, you know. So yeah, 7,000 is not going to be enough. To be extra safe, I would be at least 8,500 feet before I'm trying to cross over the highest peaks of that mountain. You know, which is only, you know, I only would have to go climb about another 1,500 feet. But I'd rather just come out this way, and the way I could just come right out and start my approach. I could have went straight over it and just came out and looped around this way for runway 13, or right around this way for runway 31. Either way would have worked. But yeah, look at these. All of this forest. There is nothing here at all. Just a lot of just mountains and a lot of trees. A lot of trees. So let's go ahead and now we cleared most of the higher elevation areas, so let's go ahead now and start descending. All right, so let me do that now. I'm going to drop this altitude to about how about 4,000? That'll work. No rush descending. We're just going to do 500 feet a minute. That's all it's needed. All Alright, I might have to kind of throttle back a little bit to keep my speed reasonable here. I have actually been full throttle most of this flight, and it's been just fine. I never had to come back too much. Sometimes I'll pull back my props or my throttles or both. It just depends. But I never had to do that here yet. So let me do this back a little more. I don't want to go too much more than 130. I want to keep it in the green. So yeah, I could hit an approach and just come on in, let it just bring itself in, but it's not necessary. I'll just, either way, I mean, well, I guess I might as well, you know. I might as well do that. It doesn't matter either way, though. I'll be able to get a visual. It should be a really easy landing. It should be nothing hard, anything like that. And as you can see, it says 3 minutes 55 seconds away, but that's gonna go slow because I'm heading east. I'm not heading directly to this. That's why it's kind of just going really slow, you know, counting down, because I'm the same distance. Okay, I'm just going straight up on the east side of it, but I'm going to be turning, making that turn very shortly. And in fact, you know what? I do think I need to increase this descent rate. Let's do that now. I'm going to go ahead and altitude set that all the way down to 2,000. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I could probably start my turn and just see the runway right there and come in. So once I get up here, I'm going to just adjust my heading to just a little bit, maybe about 20, heading of 20 maybe, we'll see, you know. Because right now I'm at 70, so yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We can make that turn now. Line up a little bit with this approach. Actually, it's going to be more than just simply 20. I'm going to be going a little to the north, west north. Okay, or even further. Yeah, let's do the full turn and get right here. This is right on it. Okay, this will work just fine. And now, let's go ahead and activate vector to final. And there we go, we have it on showing, and it's going to follow it right on in. But I can see it though. I think, well, you know what? I'm just assuming I'm going to see a concrete runway. And, oh wait, is this it here? Man, that reflection on that really pretty sun is kind of difficult. See, you check out the water around the shoreline of these two tiny islands. Look at that. It's like some, maybe either shallow water on some tiny coral reefs or something. We'll see. But we're higher than we want to be. You need to kind of get this plane down. Let's get it down. That's the first. Man, how many of these airports are 3 letters? I've just not seen it before.
Victor India Victor traffic golf.
I'm on my final, really.
0227 miles southeast, 3,500
hey, I got my proper RPMs and my throttle back a good ways, and I'm still like faster than what I want to be. So we need to get this thing slowed down. I don't want to come back any further on the draw. You can see the runway right there. So we can go ahead and disengage the autopilot and land this airplane. All right, so let's drop our flaps down. All right, let's get some more throttle now. We can do that now because we got our flaps to kind of keep us slowed down. Don't want to get too slow here. Once your flaps are down, you know you'll be good to go. Let's get the... We want to file. We can announce that right now. Definitely want to file.
Victor India Victor Traffic Golf Charlie Tango 1022 is on final runway.
I want to check out that little island a little more, but I kind of flew over it really quick, didn't I? Alright, so... let's go ahead and get our landing gear down. And we got a good speed. We have a good approach. So I expect this to be a pretty nice landing. By the way, you can see passengers back here. Okay. So everybody arrives at Goodenough Island safely. I'll get there, and I need to kind of go to the right a little more. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble whatsoever. It's a good flying airplane. It's not the fastest plane, but you know, hey, it is a twin engine. And multi-engine aircraft is preferred sometimes to fly across bigger bodies of water, I guess. Or we think it's safer because if you have one engine or something fail, you have another one, I guess. Yeah, so, all right, come on in here. Let me get this down a little bit more. Yeah, this is a good approach. I doubt I'll mess this landing up. Let's get this pulled back some. I got plenty of room to stop, plenty for everything, so. I'm not going to cut that off too much, that throttle, because if I do, it might kill my engines. I don't want to kill them. Alright. Trouble stopping. It stops pretty good. And you know, I can pull up anywhere on the side out here. I don't think there is anything at the far end of that runway. I don't think so at all. Just anywhere along the side here would be good to park. Go a little closer to the windsock. So at least it's a paved runway, not grass. So actually, that was a bit of a downwind landing, but that doesn't look like much wind at all. Not much at all. All right. So welcome to Goodenough Island. All right. Now let me go ahead and get the plane shut off here. Parking brake. I never realized I have a reverse on this here. And yeah, I could have used that during landing, for sure. For 1 and 2. Yeah, check that out. All right, now let me go ahead and get this plane secured and get things shut off now. All right, and we do have some things here. Parking. Okay. Oh, I need to get that out. I opened it, but I pressed something. I must have closed it, I believe. Yeah, I must have pressed something there. Okay, y'all good to come out now. Alright, so not a bad flight, pretty good. You know, actually the takeoff was more nerve-wracking, way more nerve-wracking than the landing. And that's not something I usually experience, but right, like I said, this time it was because, you know, right when I took off, I mean, I used a lot of that runway, and it was pretty heavy on the plane, you know. So, once I got in the air, I was having trouble getting my speed up right there. I ran into a little bit of trouble, but eventually I was able to get the plane leveled out and flying pretty good and stable up to 7,000 feet. Cruise zone over here, and that is a really nice sight of that mountain there. Check it out. Nice. Alright, so hope you all enjoyed this flight in the video. If you did, smash the like button and drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about the plane, this area of New Guinea, and feel free to give suggestions on any other places you would, if you want to see a place, you know, like if you don't have flight sim and you want to see me fly somewhere, then hey, let me know and I'll do a fly over there. I'm always kind of trying to pick different places to fly at. But I do fly a lot of the same places because I just like them. I just like them, you know, so. And if you're not already subscribed, I would appreciate if you do so, and because I will be having more flight sim content coming up. You know, I was posted about once a week. Maybe sometimes it went a little more as I got busy with things or whatever. But I'm going to try to start maybe doing a couple of videos a week. And a little bit of shorts here and there, too. And I'm going to try to keep these videos, if at all possible, below 30 minutes. I mean, sometimes there's just so much to see doing a flight. And, you know, like my last couple of videos, Bora Bora, and you know, in the French Polynesia, I did those. They were longer flights, but I kind of combined them into a shorter video, you know, with a lot of editing. You know, it showed just the highlights of the flight, and they came up, which I thought pretty good. And you were definitely able to see the highlights, the best moments of the flight. You know, but sometimes it's like, man, they have so much to show. I'm just going to go ahead and keep it on, you know. So, alright, so anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.